Well, whoever owns this land might be annoyed with me because I just walked in it, so I could try and get a closer look. That is in fact a mound. You can see through the bushes where it goes up, but there's even trees growing on top of it. Like, if you're not going to have it as a historical monument, why are you not using it for horses? You put all that shit there, left it overgrow for years on end, and now there's no such site. So what did the people in the 60s bother doing it for? If you were going to do this, the people in the 60s could have been like, no, you know what, actually, fuck it. People in the future don't want to know about it, so let's not bother. It is just fucking appalling. And I'm sorry for my language, but it is. Because when the council have a fucking Google thing for this specific mound, you would think somebody would come down and have made sure that that can't happen. But that's been planted. Some people have come down here. They planted all of those bushes there. That's not natural. They don't want you seeing it. And here's the other thing. Is that so that the person can land grab it? Because obviously it's a historical monument. But if people aren't using it, or visiting it, should I say, as you can see, the sign back there was wrecked. I only know it was there because that's the only reason I came to this part of the countryside. I've walked all this distance for this mound. Let's get you out of the sun there. And it's just an overgrown mess. It's honestly, it's atrocious. You've got these nice old big trees here. This could be a picnic area, but it's not. It's an empty field. Like, nothing's using it. You've got a homemade barn or whatever. No horse on this field though. And it's just like, I don't get it. I really don't. It's just baffling. If I had a historical monument on my land, you could be damn right I'm making sure that that stuff is visible for everyone to see. There will be no overgrowth allowed. But for a minute, we're going to have a walk down this way, and I'm going to try and calm down and recuperate myself, because I'm really annoyed with that mound being covered like that. I think that might be a train tunnel over there or something. But it's just, I'm really annoyed. There's so much potential. This country has so many things that we could restore. And I don't mean restore like rebuild the whole thing. Like with the mound. The people in the 60s excavated it, documented it, cleared the land up, and fenced it off to obviously show they don't want a farmer or anything destroying it. Got a bunch of rubbish here. But yeah, I just don't get it anymore. There are so many things we have in this country that are being hidden and slowly destroyed. That mound is just one of the examples. It's a historical monument with historical building stuff on it, and it's just being left to disappear again. But I'm wondering if they're doing it because they fence it off, which could be to try and signify like, don't use this bit of land, it's historical. But it seems people just see that as a choice and as a chance to grab land, because they're obviously not maintaining it. So if they can improve in a few years' time, the council didn't come back and done anything to it. The plaque has already been basically destroyed to where, give it a couple more years and that plaque won't even be there, no existence of it will be there. And that'll be another historical monument gone forever again. Because once a person gets ownership of that land, you can be sure they are flattening it. They don't want it. And I'm sorry for moaning so much, it's just, it really annoys me when people do that. Oh, that is cold. I think it's time for me to head back now. The sun's going down. The mound turned out to be useless. Sat, enjoyed the stream for a bit. Dipped my feet in it. Nice and cold. Well, cold. It was more like I just put my feet straight into the freezer, which was very nice. And it's very peaceful there. So I might end up coming back again. But I'm not going to walk all the way back home. I'm going to find somewhere else I can go, and then I'll just call up someone and get a lift. Because I walked all this way hoping to see and walk up on the moat, and well, not the moat but the mound, but not much you can do when it's covered up like that. Very beautiful there. Nice out there, don't get me wrong. It's very nice because there's no one here, and the whole time I've been out here, not seen one person. Got the horses over there giving me like dodgy looks. So I'm guessing that's because nobody tends to come around here. They're not sure what I'm doing. That's the only thing I can think. Is that not many people come down here, so they're not used to people, because it looks like he's getting angry at me. But yeah. It was nice to go and get my feet and listen to the waterfall, but I'm going to have to go somewhere else because I think that horse is going to try and leap at me soon. So, over the old step stool, and look, there is actually a public footpath sign there, but it's been there for so long it's worn out. But that indicates straight across the field. So I don't know. It's a shame that's been done like that. Because if this is this castle site looking southwest shortly after the clearance, that means we walked along here. This is the road. Or is this the road? I think this might be the road. That might be the stream. But that means it was all cleared, and then they've done that. That's just wrong. Because also they built their sheds really close to it, so they do want that bit of land just for themselves. But yeah, I'm going to go and find somewhere that I can get someone to pick me up. Oh look, there's an old burnt out car there. Let's have a look at that before we do anything. That's a bit sketchy. It's burnt out, but there's brand new bike tyres, or brand new-ish. Oh, someone set fire to that. That is one rusty thing. I don't know, why is there brand new bike tyres in there? Are these stolen? There's got to be something dodgy going on here. I don't know why you'd have brand new motorbike tyres inside of a worn out car, because the car was clearly set on fire and those tyres have been put there afterwards. Who knows, maybe they're stolen. I'm going to try and find somewhere to get a lift, and I guess I might update you in a minute. I might just wait until I get home. Yeah, interesting. So I'm back where I was earlier. This is the other pathway. I'm gonna walk back because I don't have I'm not able to get a lift at the moment. And somewhere apparently down here is another public footpath. I might have walked past it, let me check. I'm not going to be able to document the whole journey back because I need to save power so I can keep checking my map. But it's a bit confusing. The way I was looking at my map was making me confused. I just got to head up that way. And then at the end of this, there's a turn that has my pathway. Park Lane. Public footpath sign going that way. Look at that. That's a deep drop. So my footpath should be up there. I'll see you when I get there. There is no need for people to give such dodgy fucking looks. Twat who just drove past, don't know if you're watching, I moved out of your way so you can drive past me. And you give me a dirty fucking look as though I'm in your way. I've literally fucking moved to the side so you can get past. Some people are total dicks. Some of these public paths are so confusing. It points in this direction, the map's saying it's in the corner of the field. So is it over here? Or is that supposed to be the step stool over there? So much confusion. So important. This one pointing in that direction. This one pointing into a tree. You actually got to go around it. This one, if we point in the same direction, pointing over there. It's actually over there. They really need to angle these properly. Zoom in job of North Folly again. There it is. So even though I'm still very far away, I can still see it. And now I'm just out here walking on the middle of the farmer's field. As you can see, the sun's going down, so I'm not sure how much time I've got left. You can see how bright my shadow is. It's going quite low down, so I need to stop stopping and I need to get going. At least if I just quickly check if that was a coin. Not too sure. But yeah, I need to get going, so I might not stop soon. See you in a bit. I believe that's Hannaker Windmill over there. I may be wrong, I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's Hannaker Windmill. You might want to correct me or something, I don't know. Guys, I finished walking through that field. It's ground potatoes, by the way. Maybe if I hold you that way so you can actually see without the sun blaring everywhere. You've got power lines that stretch across the whole field. quite rusty up there. Not sure I trust those. They look kind of dodgy. And I wouldn't say this is a very scenic public footpath. Obviously back when this public footpath would have originally been put here, it would have probably been forestry and nice and beautiful or whatever. Whereas now it's just, you can see where they've just recently used it for crops. I don't know, I'm just becoming delirious now. But I see my exit all the way over there. That's where I need to be. At the end of this vlog now. Apparently there's a public park going that way as well. Sun's going down, beautiful. We've got a little bridge here. A little bridge covering over, I'm assuming, an empty stream. Assuming that has water in sometimes. And look at this, you've got an upraised pathway to take into account now. Don't know what that is. You've got old fencing line. This is kind of cool. A whole bunch of tree roots. I'm gonna get a picture of that. Really quite cool. This big old tree here has its roots coming out, and this is the one causing all the roots out over here. Have a look at that. That is cool. That's awesome. And its roots come out up here. Amazing. That is cool. We've got like another stream entrance over there. Awesome. And look, public park. Showing in there. And the public park going that way round. I'm going to check which one I need. And then I'm back. Aldingbourne. I'm in Aldingbourne now, on the way back. Well, the pub up the road, the Prince William or something, out by the railway gates, is currently doing illegal activity. You've got multiple groups there, and there's well over 6 people per group. And you've got other people in this area where they're walking down the street smoking pot, fucking stinking up the place. You've got people trying to overtake for no reason. You've got people in their company vehicles deciding, oh, I should really be sitting on my phone right now and fucking texting whilst in a work car. I don't know if he just flipped me off or something. I looked back and he had his finger up. I don't know if he was flipping me off or if he was waving to the person behind him, but I don't know, you've even got those little canister things that people use. And this is where the countryside needs more right away. Look, the end of the path. So even though it continues all the way up there, it comes here and then stops, and then you got to walk along the side of the road. And you probably find they could have put a right of way in there somewhere. See? More overtaking for no fucking reason. What is with people? get it. It's like, why you need to overtake so badly? Blackberry bush there with lots of blackberries, but it looks like they might have been there for a while. Like, you could have had a public right of way on the side of this farmer's field so that you don't have to walk on this fucking thing. Because this is what annoys me, is if you also think about the fact, if you're a parent with a buggy, you're pretty much screwed. The government wants you to buy a car rather than spend that money on your child. You've got a road down there that's private, but yeah, this is the problem. They could put a pathway all along here, but you have to walk into the hedges. If you have a buggy, how are you going to do that? Because you don't want to put your buggy in the main road like this. So the government is forcing you to basically buy a car. Because you can't, nowadays you can't get from town to town using public right-of-ways because the countryside is being taken away. It's being turned into wasteland. Like, there's nothing growing there. It's just dead, all of it. You got here, you can put a pathway there. But no, let's put a pathway somewhere else. Oh look, old car spotting. That was quite cool. Yeah, I'm waiting here for a lift now because my dad's going to come pick me up, which I'm kind of glad, because I don't trust this road, nor with the way people are trying to overtake for no reason and recklessly racing down here. It's ridiculous. No one has any care for their safety. But yeah, this, you could put a pathway along here and make it safe, but do they? No. Because they want you to own a car like that, or like that, or like that. They just want you to own a car and waste all your money. Oh look, squirrel's up there. Where'd he go? I looked down at my camera and he's gone. Damn. He's somewhere in that tree.